Okay. Oh! What's going on, everybody? We got some things to do here for the reef tank. We got stuff to do down here in the sump area. We got stuff to do up in the tank area. If you're the kind of person who wants to know how to not overflow a sump, this video's for you. We're gonna go and talk about that, and also on rescaping and creating something new. Please hit the subscribe button and that notification bell. It'd be awesome for you guys to join me on my fish keeping adventures. All right, everybody, here is the tank, how I have it scaped as of now. There are those of you who know what this looks like, and those of you who are new, this is what I ended up doing. But what I'm going to want to do is change this up a bit. I'm going to want to move the rocks a little bit, make it a little bit better for scaping and all that other good stuff. So we're going to mess around with the tank, and it's got some things to do down here in the sump. It's going to be awesome. All right, let's do this, guys. Let's get this tank transformed. Let's do something different. First off, what we need to do is a water change on the tank to bring the water level down so we could do what we want to do. Now, I had mentioned about rescaping this tank, and it's what we're doing now, obviously, as you can see. I'm ready for something different because I'm getting really close to having coral. I wanted something a little bit different, something that I felt was going to help me have the best opportunity to grow coral, to have more places with even par, like not changing par all over the place, but having spots where it's very, very close, so I could, kind of get a good amount of coral into the tank, all according to the par, of course. All right, everybody, time to make some salt water for the water change here on the display tank. Mix, 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 create a nice whirlpool. Slowly pour that salt into it and keep it mixed so that it dissolves. All right, now I'm going to get the cup, go ahead and fill it up with some of the salt water. Now we're using our salinity tester. And I'm just going to do it in here because I don't want to cross-contaminate between this and the QT. So you can see for how much we put in there, it's barely gone up at all. So we still got quite a bit to do. Now, something I learned was prep for your water change. What I mean by that is when you're collecting water for your reef tank, your RO water, it's going to take a little while for that to collect into one of these barrels. And then plus making the salt takes time too. So what you want to do is give yourself a couple of days so you can make the water so that when it comes time to doing your water change, you have nothing holding you back. All right, there we go, guys. 1.025. Water's a little cool, but we're gonna put the heater back in here. So the water is done, it is mixed. All right, so I'm gonna go and fill the sump up to the line right there. We got the water mixed. I rechecked the salinity, it is all good. All right, just got it plugged in. There we go. Salt water going in. Once we get to this point, then we're gonna stop here and put it in the tank. Now let's get this display filled back up with water, and we're getting close to this part of the process being done. Filling it up, checking the rocks, checking areas that need to be checked, cleaning some of the glass where I can. Just a little bit of everything. Guys, I'm loving the way this looks. I'm hoping you guys do as well. All right, everybody, now check this out. You can see all of the salt creep that is inside the sump, and over here from where it overflows down. We got a lot of little cleaning up to do. Now, one thing that I did was I trimmed the hose that goes onto here with the valve, just because I didn't want it to, it kept hanging out over here, and I didn't like that. It just was in the way. So go ahead and get that sucker put back on there. This goes back up here. So now anytime I ever want to clean the cup, I just pull it off, don't have all the long hose, or I can always go and plug in an RO/DI line and then open it up and it could go into a drain, but I don't have anything like that at the moment. It sure does get dusty. All right, there's one thing that we got to fix here. It is the one of the sensors for the automatic top off by Neptune Systems. That was under warranty, so they sent me a new sensor. And what we have to do, pull the magnet off the back. Got to pull this sucker out, and we need to loosen this up like that. There we go. Sensor comes out. All right, so what we're doing to get it on is we are routing the new cable through here like this onto this side, so it is in place up here, right? It's all done now. The auto top off, we got that sensor in there. You can see it over there. So that's rocking and rolling now. All right, everybody, so I don't have a sponge or anything that I can use at the moment to clean this side of the sump. So I'm just gonna, use my hand, get some of this salt creep off and any of the, pieces of junk, algae. All right, we're filling it up now. All right, so we got the sump full to the power off mark. Something I'm going to do a little different here just to add redundancy so we do not overflow. So what we're going to do is shut this off, pull the check valve off. I'm going to pull the check part out. Then we're going to drain the overflows. All right, so we got that moved out. We're going to go and open this now. All right, now I'm going to have to take this off so I could take the check out. Then we're going to put this back on. Okay. Oh! All right. Now, as I mentioned before, something to keep in mind when you're doing this, your overflows on your tank have water. If anything happens, that overflow water is going to drain back in here. So you want to make sure that your water level is based off of those being empty as well. So I pulled them out. So now I'm just going to slowly let that out. All right, now check it out. So this right here has the check valve, so no water is going to flow down here. But we want to be prepped in case. Now water can possibly flow down the drains if something in the overflows pops out. So now we know that if all the water comes out, this is the level that it's going to be. All right, so now with that in mind, I'm going to add or take away some water to figure out how I want to tune my skimmer. That is power off and overflows empty. All right, what we got to do now, set this guy back into place. All right, so that takes care of that. We got that hooked back up. Now we take the check valve cover off. We put the check valve back in. Stick this back on. We're set for this part now. We are set. With me having a little extra room, I'm gonna go up a hair more. I mean, like, we're talking a 1/4 inch. All right, that is the max I want to push it. It's probably a little bit above a 1/4 inch, but again, everything up there is empty. So as long as those stay full, it'll never come up to this height. But if it empties, it will come up to here, which we are going to be okay. So let's do this here. We are going to do, I'm just going to put a small mark here and put final with a question mark. Here we go. So everything up top is filling up right now. So you can see these are starting to fill back up now. And we're gonna start getting some overflow action here in just a second. There we go. Now it's going to take a little while for everything to get back to where it used to be, but it's going to get all set. We got our flow. Now I'm going to shut it down and we're going to see where it goes. Yeah, well, okay, there we go. It's not as high as I thought. All right, everybody, so we're all set for now. You know, we got the sump cleaned up. As you can see, we got the skimmer going. You know, just trying to adjust it and get it set to where I want it, and all that good stuff. Moment of truth, guys. Here we go. The new scape for the 120-gallon Reef. I did it with more of a slope. That is what I wanted to have, something that was tall and went out. And here's why. I wanted to have more area to plant coral, and I also wanted to free up a bunch of space here in the front so that I can plant some LPS in the sand. Right in there is the Flame Hawk, just doing his thing and chilling. So, and as what I also did was, if you look, you can see that it goes like this, and then it kind of comes in like this, and then it comes back out. So it kind of has like this huge shaped thing. And let's see if we can see what it looks like from up top. Maybe you guys could get an idea. But yeah, that's what I went for. I wanted, again, that sloping action, something to give me more area for coral. So if you look here, you can see we got some cave action. There's like a part of a cave that they could swim in and out of there. There's a small one here. There's another one there. There's one over here. There's a small one here. There's another one there. So this side is stacked taller than this side, but it has a lot of space for the fish to swim in and out. Now, another thing that I did that was different than last time is, see how this is open? All this in here? It was up against the overflows before. So I opened that up so the fish could swim in and out of here and just kind of create something a little different. Now, with this side over here, less cave type things. You can see right in there's one of the fish, but you know, small fish will get in and out of here, but it does give me a nice beautiful section to plant some coral on the top right there. And again, you can see the same thing, opening this section up, and there's all that area to plant the coral that I'm talking about. It's going to be super incredible. So what do you guys think of the scape? So what do you guys think? In the comment section down below, let me know what you guys think of the new scape. I think it's awesome. I really think it's going to open up to give me more space and ideas on planting coral, which is really what I want because I'm doing a reef. So I really like the way that this is all looking behind me. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If this is the kind of content you like, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. And again, I would love to read your comment down below on what you guys think of the reef here. how we got the new scape, sump area, all that good stuff. So hope you guys liked it. Stay tanked.